exciting feature, which is basically the final solution which actually gets you job ready. That is, you can code, but many people ask you this, right? You can code, but can you build? So many people know a simple language. Any of you can name any language you know? JavaScript. So you know JavaScript. So did you learn front-end development, back-end development for JavaScript? Have you built some basic projects? No, right? So now, as you have not built basic projects, right, and you have learned somewhat like JavaScript. So now in this feature, what you can do is, as you know some basic tool to practice for, on this feature you can actually build and learn. That is, many people say that you can simply go to tutorial on YouTube. In YouTube there are lots of tutorials out there. You can go and simply see any YouTube video and like see the code and type it yourself and simply write, right? But that's not learning. You are not learning. You are just going into tutorial hell right there. That is, you are seeing someone else's code and just simply copying it here. You are not using your brain. In real interviews, you will give a simple feature to implement in live in front of the interviewer, and you have to implement that in a short period of time where you will have to use your brain right here. And if you just see an YouTube video and just copy paste it, it will not work like that, because you are not using your brain. Your brain is not trained in a way to see a new problem and act. So now in this feature, what we are solving here is, we are giving you, like, if you know a basic coding programming language, basics also, it is fine. Now our platform teaches you everything from ground up. Let's say for this, you have to make a basic scalable to-do app, right? For basic scalable to-do app, what are the things you need? You need database knowledge, you need basic backend knowledge, you need CRUD operation like the create, read, undo, delete, right? And you need like basic front-end development skills. So now, as you said, you have front-end, you learned front-end, you learned back-end, right? You have not built basic projects. So now what you can do here is, you can go and you have run JavaScript. So TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript, so you can select TypeScript. And now here are like multiple steps here which you can complete. So this is the version 1 we are releasing for this feature. That is, we are providing a detailed documentation of how to build this project, that you know a basic thing, like you know normal front-end development, normal back-end development, and you know JavaScript well, or intermediate or beginner. That's completely fine. You can like start from the ground up and start learning this document, start to follow each step by step. There are at least 18 steps for this, starting from environment setup to deployment. So you will read this documentation, start from environment setup and to deployment, it will train you. So it has all those steps ready for you, which you can read the documentation and code in your own IDE, VS Code or any IDE you are using. So now this is the version 1 we are releasing. Right now we are working on this feature, and what our main plan is that in real jobs, what happens is you are assigned after a senior developer, right? And a senior developer will assign you tasks, like for, let's say, for this to-do app, they will say you write a backend endpoint for creating a to-do, right? Write a basic backend endpoint. So you have to implement that, right? So our main goal for this feature is, you will code your own IDE and you will like push your code, and after pushing your code, the AI will actually evaluate your code, like taking the place of a senior developer, and then it will say that whether your code is perfect or not, what are the improvements it is needed, and all those things. Then you can see the review comments that these are the review I have to do, I have to fix these things. You fix it again and then push. They will, if everything is perfect, you will move to the next step. That is, we are adding AI into this, which behaves like a senior developer here. That in real companies, that you don't go to a company and like see everything new. You get used to what happens in companies here. So the AI behaves like a senior developer here, and will actually assign you tasks that do this, do that, and push this code to GitHub. I will review it. The AI tells I will review it. The AI reviews it and then merges your pull request or corrects your code, and then you can move forward to the next step. And step 1, step 2 until step 18 or step 20, how many steps are there? You can complete an entire project. So now if you do like this, if you learn like this, then you have knowledge of like building an entire application from the ground up to like production level and deployment, and also like also you have practiced how to behave under a senior developer, right? So because the senior developer is like giving you task, you are completing the task and then pushing the code. Senior developer is reviewing your code, asking for like comments, and you do that again and push it again and move to the next step, gets next task assigned, like that, right? You forward into until the entire project is completed. So this is our entire plan. So right now we have this version 1 of this, which is like you can read the documentation and create the project from zero to ground up. In few weeks we will have this completed end to end, where you can like practice and build the entire project end to end with a senior developer AI, which I explained how it would work. So yeah, this is for this feature right here. And as you guys will be enrolled into this organization, the organization can, this like PSF can create their own assessments. That is, they can create, any teachers or trainers who are here who can create their own assessments, like technical interviews, coding interviews, whatever interviews or coding test or like normal MCQ based questions, everything they set up will be visible to you here, and you can actually complete this test or interviews, and the admins out there will able to review your entire thing and give you feedback. So this is about the entire thing of the application here, and you can monitor your average score, your higher readiness, your rank globally, how you are performing, and how many interviews you have given, how you are doing, all this personalization you will give. So all these things we have already. So before moving into the pricing, do you guys have?
Sure. So do you have any questions? Do you think this tool will be of some help to you? Yes. How many? Raise your hand if you think this tool will really be of some help. Because from the time you start to tell me something about yourself, to coding, to technical question, to project assignment, looking at it and all that, I think it has end-to-end solution. So if it's going to help the shop, go ahead and talk to us about the pricing and how much it will take. Go ahead.
Yeah, so for this organization we are giving a 75% discount. So for like the overall plan, monthly, semester and yearly, we are giving everything for $5. That is in Indian rupees approximately less than 500 rupees monthly. And there is like monthly plan where you can pay 500 rupees monthly to use this product end to end without any limitations, how many interviews you want. And in semester plan, this like you have to pay once in 6 months, that is $30. That comes around like 3,000 rupees per 6 months. And yearly plan is around approximately 6,000, that is 6,000 you have to pay once in a year. So this is the pricing structure we have. You can simply pay with any payment methods you want. Right now we have card payment, but in 1 or 2 days we will be having the QR code or different payment methods available to you for your flexible payments. So this is the entire payment structure with like no limitations. You can give how many interviews you want, however you want to use the application for your betterment, however you feel, whatever the role is you are preparing for, whether it is technical, non-technical, any role it is, you can practice. And
now after looking at the pricing, how many of us are willing to take? How many of us are willing to take? Raise your hand. I'll take a pause here. I will talk about it. This is investment in yourself. Correct? Understand, if you practice for 2 months at least, 500. How much it is total? 1,000. And what job will give you? I wouldn't say 10 lakh, 20 lakh, because it will take time. But at least in multiple folds you will get the result. And you need not wait for us to give you an expert to come sit in an interview and do it. Number of times that we do. The way I am also looking at the tool, for whichever job I am going for, if there is an interview, I can just copy paste the job description, put it under and do an interview, mock interview myself before I could walk up for an interview next day tomorrow. So the tool is so much handy. And now the biggest question is I don't have projects. What do? It has projects. Put it up, it is giving me the projects I can do, I can put that in my resume and everything is all right. It is an end-to-end help. If you don't invest in yourself, what will be the return of it? Correct? Same struggle moving from one course to another course to another course. I think it is time for you to invest in yourself. Because you want to check whether this tool is for me. Okay? So we came up with another offer. Pricing will not change for that. But we are giving you free 3 days trial. Okay. Can you all clap for them? Free 3 days trial. So that you get used to the tool and look at it and correct? So that you become hands-on, and again it is with lot of negotiation. Correct? The CEO, whoever is dealing with us, he is also putting money when he got that $20 to a $5 pricing. He is losing money in that. So he ideally is investing money in you indirectly. Okay? But if you say everything should be free and all that, तो वो दुनिया आए तक रुको फिर, क्योंकि वो दुनिया आने वाली है, समझ रहे हैं? So there has to be an effort to get it. We are trying to make every effort possible to make it easy on you. Is that okay? Yes. Okay. So it will be 3 days of free trial. You can start from today or tomorrow, and they will give you the link. Get onto that link, register, and then try practicing looking at multiple options, what is it that you have, and all that. इसमें 2 तरीके के लोग रहते हैं. एक जाते पहले टेस्ट कर लेंगे. दूसरा 3 दिन काम खत्म हो जाते हैं, बोले कभी लॉगिन नहीं करता. करेक्ट? ये 3 दिन वो इंटरव्यू के जब कर लेते, वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम, स्टूपिड थॉट. कभी स्टिंजी बनना, ऐसा भी नहीं बनना कि मतलब बेवकूफ़ी 1000 रुपये के लिए 15-20 हज़ार की नौकरी नहीं छोड़ रहे. इसके लिए अगर 2 महीने की बात करें, अगर जब 1 भी महीना ले लिया इसका, 15-20 हज़ार की नौकरी 1 महीना डिले करेंगे तो 15 महीने का ये है. समझ रहे हैं? The more you are prepped up, the better interview. We are also trying to figure out how is that we can facilitate everything. Is that making sense? Yes. Because this has come after a lot of negotiation. This has also come to us after a lot of negotiation, and we sold whatever we could. And he said, I can't make it free, and I will need money. Because every time you do an interview, it ticks his billing. It is hosted on AWS, and there is AI, APIs, and lot of other expenses that are there. Any result it is giving you, then it is billing for that. So minimal whatever he could do, after putting his money also into the picture, is what he is given that as a price. Okay? Correct me if I am telling anything wrong here.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. So my humble request, make use of it. Okay? And then take these forward. Anything that you want to add?
No, I would just add one thing, that is, whatever the pricing plan is, like besides promoting this product, as a software engineer myself, I would like to use this product. I am not saying because I work for this company, I am saying as a software engineer, like from a software engineer perspective, if I see this product, like giving interviews, how a real interview actually takes place, actually helps me to crack actually a real interview. While building this product, like for testing this product, I had to give multiple interviews, right? So it actually prepared me for while testing this product for good amount of interviews. So when we were building this product, I was testing this interview feature again and again. So I gave around like 50 to 100 interviews already in this platform for testing. So already it enhanced my knowledge for a particular skill. Let's say I am expertise in backend development, so I was testing for backend development. So this already helped me expertise in backend development based on the questions it asked me. So I would just say, besides the pricing and everything, this product is actually going to help you to crack the interviews which you were dreaming for.
Okay. Not to talk a lot more about it, but you can also take a soft skills one. Tell me something about yourself and all that. You will also do that piece of conversation. Okay? Yeah, go ahead. Any questions?
Can you just show that soft skills part?
Yeah.
Just one small bit.
Sure, go ahead.
So this is a soft skill interview, right?
Go ahead, go ahead.
I appreciate your work and your dedication, but my question is that when I'm purchasing, I'm working in cloud DevOps, right? So in cloud DevOps, we are working in Kubernetes. Kubernetes cluster, we have purchased a yearly plan around 14,000 USD. So have any part of that in your
Like
yeah.
practicing Kubernetes, right? Yeah. So for that, the challenges thing we told you, right? The challenges thing which is like a version 0 right now, but we are building upon it. There you will have exactly lab systems. Well, let's say you are on the, like you saw in the 18th step, right? The deployment stage, where your Kubernetes will be useful. So now there you can use your all credits and everything for Kubernetes there, and actually use your product to deploy multiple pods and scale up your services, everything using Kubernetes, and use your thing. Basically that will, right now for this version, for this particular feature, we are releasing a version 1. So right now you can just read the documentation, but later you can, like, the AI will actually give you task and you will be able to implement, and there you can use all your credits you already have, because you will be coding in your own IDE. You will be not coding in this website. You use VS Code to write Kubernetes YAML files, you will use VS Code or any other IDE tools you use. So it doesn't depend on here. You can use that. You can use your own Kubernetes services, whatever purchases or subscriptions you previously made. So you don't have to make separate again and again subscription because you are using this feature.
Soft skills part.
Yeah. So for the soft skill part, yeah. So this is a soft skill interview, right? Problem solving and critical thinking interview. So I will start this interview here.
Hello, Srinjoy. My name is Cody. I am your interviewer for today. I'll be asking you a few questions. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Great. Let's start with our first skill, analytical reasoning. Imagine you're dealing with a project that didn't achieve its objectives. What specific steps would you take to analyze the situation and determine the underlying issues?
So this is a situational based question where you are given a situation and the AI is asking you how you are dealing it. So this is the kind of questions that is asked in HR interviews or any personality based questions in actual interviews. So it asked me, imagine you are dealing with a project that didn't achieve its objectives. What specific steps would you take to analyze the situation and determine the underlying issue? So I'll try to answer this question. Yeah, thank you for the question. So as your question says that for a particular project it didn't meet the particular expectations. So what I would do is after, like, I have completed the entire project and it didn't meet the expectations, whatever we have made, we will try to focus it and try to enhance it more, and after the particular development phase is over, then I would try to like go back to the requirements, and if time permits, we will complete the end-to-end feature list which was given to us.
That's interesting. Can you elaborate on how you would identify the root causes of the project's shortcomings? What specific methods or data would you use in that analysis?
Yeah, so exactly that thing. That is the soft skill based or behavioral based interview questions.
So that's the time that we have. Any other questions? Good question. It has everything.
Yeah. In the future updates, are you going to add playgrounds and labs as well for your?
Yeah, the challenges is kind of the playground as well, because you are like the AI is giving you task as a senior developer, and in your own ID you are doing it, and like playgrounds as in sense like in computer networks you have to do Cisco lab tracer, packet tracer. There is an app. You have to build multiple routers and all those things, right?
Yes.
So that also we are thinking that you will build those kind of things with computer networks, and the AI will monitor and guide you. So we are thinking about those things to add like this lab kind of things, like Cisco for example. In future, yes.
Can we add own set of interview questions?
Yes, I'll show you. So there is this create interview, right? You can go here, you can select any category, skill-based coding, system design, low-level design, soft skill or role-based. Let's say I'm selecting coding, and description can be DP, FANG, difficulty I'm applying for FANG, so it should be expert, duration can be 20 minutes, skills can be...
Just go up a little bit. Get this one. So instead of saying that, can I say I am a fresher? Just put it up.
Yeah.
I am a fresher applying for which role? Cloud engineer. Cloud engineer. Okay. Now prepare me for an interview which gauges my soft skill and technical.
So this like technical skills and soft skills. So it will be role-based interview.
Role based.
Yeah. So for role-based interviews, you have to create where we paste the actual job description. So like
You paste the actual it says description, just put the job description there and it will automatically go down and then hit enter. See,
yeah, that is the like
I can put the job description here. Okay, go down.
like let's say what was it?
Or else we can search on Google and copy that and paste it. That's a better way of doing it.
Yeah. Any LinkedIn post on description you
Copy
find.
paste here and then you get everything.
Yeah. So you'll get a role description like this. You can edit it if you want. And
Go ahead.
and whatever ability, let's say the first round is technical interview, so you can take technical interview, and if you are confident with technical interview, now you can select coding interview, so you can give coding interview, whatever suits you. So for technical interview, you will be asked technical questions as well as soft skill questions. You have the difference in times here, that is 15 minutes for technical questions, 10 minutes for behavioral questions. So you can select this, use this role. You can select technical interviewer because we have selected technical interview. Start technical interview and it will start. Whatever role, whatever it can be.
Hello, Srinjoy. My name is Cody. I'm your interviewer for today. I'll be asking you a few questions. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's start with the theory phase. First question. Can you explain what EC2 is and how it is utilized in AWS?
Would you like to answer?
Someone is not enough, so let me answer the question.
Unmute and
That's correct. EC2 allows you to run virtual machines in the cloud. Can you explain what an IAM role is and its significance in AWS? You're on the right track with the concept of least privilege access. IAM roles are indeed crucial for securely managing. You're on the right track with the principle of least privilege. IAM roles indeed help manage access securely. Now, can you describe what S3 is and how it differs from EC2 in terms of
The
functionality?
next 10 minutes it is asking you questions. Okay? Either you can continue or you can, solve this out.
S3, or Simple Storage Service, is used for object storage, primarily for storing and retrieving data. Unlike EC2, which provides
You wanna
virtual
stop?
servers for computing,
Yeah, click here.
yeah, it is. It's fine.
Wait. And then say submit on this one. Say whatever. Submit.
Like, click something and yeah, click on submit.
Just look at the result.
It will take some time.
Processing the report. So just give it a minute and then it will process the report.
Yeah, then click on check status.
Check status. It is still processing.
It usually takes 1 to 2 minutes.
Because you logged off, correct? And then
No. Like, you can read the feedback.
Go down. Don't judge him for it, but whatever he's telling me.
So he answered correctly.
Yeah. As you can see, for AWS, basic understanding of AWS services and ability to perform simple deployments, focus areas EC2 and IAM. He answered those EC2 and IAM basically, so that's why 40% was scored. And Docker, CI, CD, all this is skipped. That's why it's 0. That's why the overall is 0%. Otherwise, he was doing very
Take
good.
a clap. Can you all clap for it? Now tell me, will it help?
Yes.
Correct? It will help perfectly for you.
Yes.
So I hope you make use of this one and don't be lazy, don't be stingy. Invest in yourself and a lot of things will automatically work. Sure? Thank you so much. He flew from West Bengal to Hyderabad today in the morning to present to us.